Hey, what is up everyone? This is PvT-Mitten's and today I'm going to be doing my review for Titanfall 2. Hope you enjoy the video and let us begin. You've got the campaign, which consists of 9 chapters, which are pretty short, but the campaign is actually good. It starts off slow, but then it actually gets really interesting and actually really good towards the end. It's just a pity that they sequel bit. You got your multiplayer and your standard settings, which, yeah, the standard. Um, the voice acting is quite good for this game. It's not the best, but it is quite good. Um, it took me about 4 hours to complete the story, and that was on normal, and that was me relaxed trying to get some collectibles, which you'll see later on. If I hadn't have went for the collectibles, I probably could have done it in about 3 hours and a half. But as you can see, here's your multiplayer menu. You've got Find Game, which brings up the main modes in the game. Attrition's your main one. Angel City 24/7 is the map Angel City from the first game. You just play that, obviously, 24/7. It's the only map I've ever liked from Titanfall. I don't like any of the new maps. That's just my personal preference. But, yeah. It's a bit of game modes. I mean, the private match is still in beta, which baffles me. Yeah, well, let's get to the customization. Sorry, it just confuses me. But anyway, you got different customization for your pilot, varying from teleportation to throwing a dagger, which reveals enemies, which you'll see later on. Ordnance is your grenade loadout. You can have flame grenades, any of that there. So, you know, it's just standard stuff you'd see in other games. When we get to the primary weapons, on the other hand, there's not much guns in this game, and it's a bit of a bummer. Although the guns are good, and they all are balanced, unlike the first Titanfall with the smart gun, I think there could have been more. You got your standard, you know, attachments for the guns, perk for the guns, customization, you know, color for the guns, that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's nothing really new, to be honest. You just play one shooter like this with customization. You play them all, per se. But as you can see, there's quite a lot. Secondary weapons the same. I always go with a weapon that can destroy a Titan. Your kit is like a perk for your character. Like, it could be fast reloading, all that there. Extra sprinting, that kind of stuff. And execution is your execution moves, which, you know, quite good. But that's your pilot. You can obviously customize the pilot and change their gender, of course, between male and female. Let's get to the Titans. The Titans, there is 6 all up. Some are better than others, I will admit that. But the Titans are fun to play around with, and you can customize them the same as, you know, your pilots, as you'll see. They all vary in different weapons, abilities, you know, speed, strength, and all that there. But I always said that I would rather have Titanfall where you get 1 Titan per match each. I mean, by the way, would it be better? It boosts your character. For example, that there increases the weapon damage. Your call signs are essentially your titles and emblems from, say, Call of Duty and Street Fighter. They're nothing you haven't seen before. You know, I know I keep bringing up Call of Duty, but this game is heavily influenced off it, should I say. Yeah, your factions, you choose to who you want to, you know, pledge allegiance to, kind of thing. Network, you know, you send messages to people and all that kind of stuff, even though you've got PS4, but whatever. Now here's the worst part. Microtransactions. $8 for Titans. You pay to get, you know, custom skins for them. Look at that, $5 to put a different coat of paint on the Titan and the pilot. Or $3 for a bloody call sign. What the hell? That is greedy as hell, yeah, you dirty pricks. But yeah, I'm gonna show you a clip of getting a collectible that's in the game, and I'm going to be quiet as well to show you what the game sounds like, so hopefully enjoy. As you can see, the sound design is very good for the game, and the AI is pathetic. I mean, you saw the glitch. So the AI in this game is really bad. This is on normal, I might add, and it's ridiculous. Now we'll get to the multiplayer, which is, you know, let's be honest, the main attraction to this game. You got your executions, which they're flashy, they're alright, I suppose. You've got your melee, that kind of stuff. As you can see, the graphics are they're okay. They're not the best. Sure, you've seen next gen, but they're not the worst either. It is nice to look at, nonetheless. You got your standard wall running. For anyone that hasn't played Titanfall, Titanfall is a very fast-paced shooter, which you'll see because the game runs at 60 frames. It's a very fast Twitch-based shooter. I'm going to play a whole entire match here, just to end the video, and just talk about different things while the game's playing in the background. As I stated, story mode is the best part of this game. Even though it is short, I like the interaction between the pilot and the main character. And I didn't want to show any main footage of the story. The only footage I showed was something that wouldn't spoil anything, because I do recommend, when this game drops in price, which it will drop very quickly because it hasn't done very well at all, get the game, even just for the story. I mean, if you like Titanfall's multiplayer, more power to you. But I personally don't like the multiplayer. But the story alone's worth at least $20. But if you like the multiplayer, that's fine. I mean, enjoy the game then. But that's all you get, multiplayer and the story mode. I personally don't like the multiplayer because it's just Call of Duty, and it feels like Advanced Warfare, the Call of Duty game Advanced Warfare, for anyone who doesn't know. And to me, that is the second worst Call of Duty game that's ever been made in terms of the main entries, obviously, not counting the PSP and the Vita one. But yeah, Titanfall's got an identity crisis at the moment. It doesn't know what it's doing. It's trying to be like Call of Duty with, oh, we've got these Titans that you can call in. Why don't you make the Titans, as I said, one per match between each player. So you get one, and you got to choose when you want to use it, because when it's gone, it's gone. I would have preferred that. There is a game mode sort of similar to that, which everyone starts in a Titan, you get one life. But that's not the same. I mean, I don't know, it's just the way I would do it. As I stated, the AI is dumb as shit. That's the nicest way of putting it. They are very, very bad, to say the least. And they're also in the, for example, that was me killing AI bots in multiplayer. I don't know why they put them, they did this with the first game, so I can't blame this game per se. But they should never be in the multiplayer. They're just there to help you increase your bar at the bottom left hand corner to get your Titan, or increase, other things in the game. They shouldn't be there. The bots are they're more of a nuisance than an actual a game, something there just to actually do something. I couldn't word that there properly, but anyway, they're just a nuisance to say the least. As I stated about the Titans, something being, better than others, there is a super move. Every Titan has their own big move, right? For example, the one I have, I believe, jumps in the air and volleys missiles, right? Certain Titans are overpowered, as I stated. There's one that actually shoots a laser from its chest, and that thing wrecks. It does so much damage. It's pretty ridiculous. Oh, and did I mention the game crashed on me 3 times in the story mode? One, it crashed in a cutscene. Boom. Okay, fair enough. One, it crashed me in between a mission. I was like, okay, what the fuck? Then the funniest one of all. Right, I get up next day, stick the disc into the PlayStation, and you know how when your game loads at the very start before it goes into the game, it has like a wallpaper? The game crashed with the wallpaper, and I was like, really? Really? It was ridiculous. Um, there is a bit of lag issue. This map I was I was lucky to actually not get it. But, yeah, it's it's just not really. It's like EA didn't let the developer have their. They didn't give them the money as say DICE would get for Battlefield, because it's a pity. Because even though I have a love-hate relationship with this game, as I stated, I like the story, the combat's really good, and I also like the premise of the actual universe, but I just don't like the multiplayer. I definitely would like to see a third game in the series, but I would just like them to actually. I don't want to say take their time because obviously they would have had to have put effort into this game because there wasn't a story in the original. But I would like the developer to actually take like 3-4 years maybe in development and actually make Titanfall its own thing. Because at the moment, Titanfall to me is just Call of Duty with mechs. It's the nicest way of putting it. And I know a lot of people put Titanfall as in their top 10 games of the year. That's fine. I mean, if we're saying story modes, best story modes of the year, Titanfall would definitely be in the top 10. But as a top 10 game, in terms of all its content, no. Not in my opinion, it wouldn't. Definitely gets a better chance than Battlefield 1. But, nah. Titanfall 2 could have been better. But, unfortunately, EA probably didn't give the game the production time and money that it needed, as opposed to, say, DICE with Battlefield, which is a bummer. It really is, because you can see this game does have potential to be a hell of a shooter in the future to compete with, other shooters of its genre. At the moment, Titanfall 2, unfortunately, is just another shooter. That's all it really is. That's the nicest way of putting it. But, yeah, I know I've bagged the game a lot. I mean, as I stated, I don't mind the game. I really do like the story. And I like the gameplay. See, when it's on the ground, like I love the game modes where you just play on the ground. But no one plays it because hardly anyone bought this game because EA's retarded marketing, launch puts it in between Battlefield and Call of Duty. But I love the combat on the ground. If they had just made it like that, I think the game, I would have liked it a lot more, because I think the Titans, although they are the main selling point to this series, they sort of, not holding it back per se, but they're, they just don't make the game fun. I know that's saying, it's different preferences. As I mean, I could find something fun that other people don't, and that's the same. I mean, as I stated, if you like Titanfall 2, and if you put it as Game of the Year, that's fine. I, honestly, that's great. I don't mind. But I personally don't think it deserves the praise it's been getting. It's a game that should have been in development for maybe another year or two in this example. And look at this. You saw the cursor where I went to drop the Titan, and it just spawns out of the map. And by the way, the Titan actually comes back into the map in a few seconds when I'm fighting the enemies here. But yeah. Anyway, if I was to give this game a score, I would give the game an 8.0 for its solid story, its very impressive gameplay, decent graphics, and a decent sound design. but the game's held back with lack of content, microtransactions, and just overall, I don't like the multiplayer. Sorry, that's just my opinion. As I stated, my opinion. I mean, reviews in the end are opinions. But yeah, 8.0. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and please let us know what you think of the game. I mean, if I'm wrong or you think I'm right or whatever. I might do another review just before I do my next pickup. I'm thinking of doing Duke Nukem's 20th anniversary, because they're actually, I wasn't going to do a review on that because I thought, oh, it's just going to be the Megaton edition, you know, put onto the PS4 and Xbox One, but I was wrong. But I might do that review, I don't know. But anyhow, hope you enjoyed this review, guys, and stay tuned to the next video that me or Dev will put up. This is PvT-Mitten's. Take care, guys. See you.